Just trying to get this plane on as it flies over the top of me while I'm making this recording. So, you know how many times I've had students come up to me and say, I'm going to Europe for the first time. The first place I'm going is Amsterdam. Where should I go after that? Okay, well, we'll see why. The word Netherlands is a perfect description of this country because it literally means lowlands. The Netherlands is flat as a board, mostly right at sea level. In fact, 50% of the country, half the country, is no more than 1 meter above sea level. So what do you think they think about global warming? Well, one thing is for sure, they don't see it as a hoax. They're very concerned that their country is going to go below water as sea level rises. Many people know this country is Holland. That's because of two of the larger provinces or states, North Holland and South Holland. I'll show you these on a map in a minute. In reality, though, the country's name is Netherlands. The people who live there are Dutch ethnically, and they speak Dutch, which is a Germanic language. It's very closely related to Flemish. That language is spoken in northern Belgium and Flanders. In fact, if you speak Dutch, you will understand Flemish essentially in totality. It's a little bit like American English versus British English. The Netherlands is one of the most densely populated countries on Earth. That means number of people per square mile, or in Europe per square kilometer. And it has this crazy statistic. It's the only country to have grown significantly in land area without having either conquered the land from somebody else and taken it, or without having had volcanic activity. It's not a volcanically active country because you know when a volcano goes off and lava flows out, you increase land area because of the lava. Take a look at this map of the Netherlands. Now you can see North Holland and South Holland, the place it gets its kind of nickname from. How did it grow in land area? It's because of polders. Polders are land that has been reclaimed from the sea. Literally, they drain the land and occupy it. Remember, half the country is no more than 1 meter above sea level. This has been going on for at least 700 years. And 20% of the land is polder land and below sea level. How do they hold the water back? With dikes. These are earthen walls that they've constructed, which you can see running right through the middle of this picture. Notice to the right, the land is actually below the water. Can you see that? But they've managed to make that polder land very productive land. All of that land in that picture is all polder land, and it's obviously productive agricultural land. First, we're going to look at the primary sector of the economy. Because some of the land is kind of soggy since it's below sea level, they practice very intensive agriculture, which in the case of the Netherlands means lots of capital input, but high value products. Amongst the things are dairy farming. They produce a lot of cheese, milk, and butter. Maybe you've heard of Gouda cheese. That's their cheese. Cut flowers and bulbs, as you can see in this photograph. They're famous for this. Something like 1/3 of all the flowers on Earth originate in the Netherlands. And if you go to a place like Home Depot or Lowe's in the fall and buy bulbs for things like tulips, ranunculus, lilies, they are almost all products of the Netherlands. Plus greenhouse fruits and vegetables, which are shipped all over the world. The secondary sector of the economy includes these things. Beer, you probably heard of Heineken, maybe Amstel, maybe Grolsch. Diamond cutting, and they are also recipients of the North Sea oil, and I guarantee you have heard of their oil company. It's Royal Dutch Shell, which we in the United States just refer to as Shell. Then the tertiary sector, the service sector, includes these things. Air cargo, especially on KLM, which is Royal Dutch Airlines. One of KLM's shticks is that they fly to almost every major airport on Earth. And in the hull of the plane, oftentimes is cargo that needs to be shipped rapidly. They provide financial services. They are leaders in digital technology services as well. And they have a strong tourism industry, as I've already indicated. Now, the Netherlands benefits from its site and situation. Remember these terms? Site is a physical characteristic. Situation is a human characteristic. The site is this. The Netherlands sits at the mouth of the Rhine River. That's where the Rhine River exits the European continent and then enters into the North Sea and the global ocean. The situation is this. The Rhine River is the main transportation thoroughfare in Western Europe, and it connects all kinds of large economies: Switzerland, France, Germany, and all of the Benelux countries. Because of this, the Netherlands has what's known as the Randstad. The Randstad is the Dutch industrial triangle, the three main industrial cities of the Netherlands. And they are Amsterdam, which is the largest city in the country and the constitutional capital, Rotterdam, which is the busiest European port, and The Hague, which is the seat of the Dutch government and the site of the World Court. So what about that tourism? When people tell me they're going to Amsterdam, they're going for what? To see the Anne Frank house because they read Anne Frank's autobiography when they were in high school, and go look at some Van Goghs or Rembrandts or Van Dycks? Is that it? Or is it drugs and prostitution? Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's the latter. Well, in the United States, and particularly in California, marijuana products are legal. There's no reason to go to Amsterdam for that anymore. And prostitution is legal in Nevada. Nevertheless, many people have made their vacations around going there for those two things. The Dutch government realized this, and it got tired of it. As a result, it has moved to make the drug industry for Dutch citizens only and the prostitution for Dutch citizens only.